Welcome to Great Lakes Outdoors, everyone. I'm your host, Rob Trott. On this week's show, we're going to take you on a fall bear hunt with Gary Dorian from Hillsport Hilton in Ontario. Joining me will be a host of friends and my cameraman, Kevin Anthony. So you stay tuned. We'll be right back for a fall bear hunt right here on your Great Lakes Outdoors. Susie, for the first time in over 12 years, you weren't able to go with us to tape a show. We did a bear hunt, which I know is your favorite,
That's right.
at Hillsport Hilton in Ontario, and we had a great time. But why weren't you able to go with us?
Well, as everybody knows, I went through a bone marrow transplant, and I'm well, and September 2nd I was able to go back to work at PBS at Channel 28 in Flint, and it was with mixed emotions. I was so thankful to be able to go back to work, but I was a little envious that these guys were going in my place to bear hunt.
Well, Kevin Anthony, who did a lot of taping for us a long time ago, you gave him a few quick lessons, and he did a phenomenal job the whole week, as you're going to see here.
Hi, Susie.
But you had a snitch along, too.
I didn't have a snitch. I hired a producer,
Yeah, Wayne Allen,
who's been with us on all the bear hunts,
That's
has become an extremely close friend.
Sue, if you can't go on the next hunt, Kevin's going to do a good job, and Kim and Rob, they'll be just doing fine.
And Wayne, I knew I could trust, because if you put Kevin and Rob together, it's a pretty scary thing. And I was pretty nervous.
Yes, you were, and Wayne did a little producer's corner for you every day.
I can't wait to see it.
Which you and all the viewers are going to see on this. But you know, we got there the night before on a Friday night, and let's join in right now as we check in Saturday morning, meet Gary Dorian, the owner, and talk about what's going to happen.
How are you?
Good. I'm Wayne.
Wayne, welcome to the Hillsport Hilton Resort.
I'm Bob.
Bob, nice meeting you, Bob.
Nice to
welcome.
meet you.
Paul,
Nice to meet you.
welcome. Welcome.
Tom.
Tom,
Nice to meet you.
nice meeting you.
Kim Anthony.
Kim, nice meeting you. Welcome to the Hillsport Hilton.
I'm Rob. How you doing, Gary?
Rob, how are you?
Real good, real good.
Good to see you.
Had a good trip last night. Found our cabin. Had a good night's sleep. Now we're ready for breakfast, and you're going to tell us what's happening, right?
Yeah, we're going to absolutely tell you what's going on. The Bears are hitting well, and we're looking forward to a good holiday and a lot of fun.
Kevin's behind the camera. You got to meet him.
Kevin, how are you?
Let's go sit down. You can tell us what's going on.
All right. Just great. No, the Bears have been hitting quite well, guys. We've baiting hard. We've shot, I think we've got about 8 or 9 down now, and it's been a good hunt. The Bears are a little picky because there's lots of berries this year, but they're doing well, and we're trying to keep them on the baits. We've shot some nice, good size ones. We've got one that's just a little over 300 and a couple that are 250, but I think we're going to have a lot of fun. And we're going to probably get breakfast in yous, and then we're going to get on our way. We're going to show you the baits, and we're going to get moving, because I know you guys are looking forward to a good hunt, and we're going to provide that. Roads here and the access where we're going to be hunting starting today. We're dropping all the fellas off on all the stands here, and hopefully that they're successful. And if they're not successful here later on in the week, we'll be moving them over to this other area, which is not hunted hard at all. And there's some big bears in there. We've seen lots last week.
What are you doing with the camera?
Wayne, what do you want to tell Sue about this producing job?
It's working excellent. I think you're doing a fine job.
Now, what about you?
Kevin.
Yeah?
Oh, I'm watching. I'm supervising.
So we got everything all taken care of. We got our licenses. We got everything ready to go. And we went out that morning after we got done with that and checked our stands. And Bob Parkey was there, our taxidermist, and he did a phenomenal job of baiting, and he built this great big camera stand, which you should be envious of, because Kevin and I are way bigger than you and I, and we had lots of room to spare in there, and it was a great stand, but also the bait had been just ripped apart when we got there.
Kim, looks good, man. That hole is really deep out there.
Oh, it is. You got multiple bears here.
I think so. Big claw marks in the tree.
Oh, yeah, we've seen that.
Nice print out in there.
Yeah.
It's only noon. Some people probably stay out here and hunt, but we're going to come back about 3 and stay till dark. And
Yeah.
we put that trail cam out, so we'll get him one way or the other.
We'll find out if he's coming early.
It's exciting, though. It looks good.
Oh, it is. Good spot.
Let's get out of here. It's about 4:30. Kevin and I just got set up in our stand. It's our first night here at Hillsport Hilton. We got a great bait. It's been hit every day. Nobody's hunted it. Bugs are gone. We lit our thermocells. They're gone. We're just going to wait till we get one. Hopefully 2 bears here. We showed you earlier. There's been a lot of activity here. So we're kind of excited. So sit back with us. We're going to get a bear.
About 6:45, we saw some movement, and Kevin turned on the camera, and here came a black bear in. And you know, you and I have both been with Kevin before, and Kevin kind of likes to stretch the truth a little bit about the size, and you and I have talked about this a number of times, but black bears are almost impossible to judge, especially in that 150 to 250 range.
That's a good bear. That's a good one.
Rob, you took trail cameras with you because you wanted to set those up and see what was coming in because, you know, we knew the weather was hot. What happened with the trail camera?
It was unbelievable. People think that and say that, you know, the trail cam will scare the bears away, the scent on it will scare them away.
The flash.
The flash, whatever. Kevin and I had set that up 3 hours earlier when we went in to check the stand that morning. And when this bear came in, he didn't look at the bait. He ran right up to the trail cam, licked it. I mean, he's licking it, and Kevin has this on tape. This thing is licking it, and then he took his paw and he started whacking it. Whack, whack, whack,
It was chained to the tree, right?
Yep, and you could see the thing turning like this.
If you're gonna shoot, let me know.
What?
If you're gonna shoot, let me know.
I don't think so. Not yet, anyway.
He's a nice bear.
What's he after?
He's just smelling like bread.
Okay. He's not very big, Kev.
He's about 250. About 250 pounds.
You think so?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's a nice one. He's a nice bear.
I don't think he's that good.
I do. He's a big one. He's a good one. Yeah.
Well, he's gonna stick around a while.
It's about 250. It's about 250.
I don't think so. Kev. A lot of light underneath him, Kev. catch and play. Kevin and I are arguing right now. He thinks he might be 250. I don't think so, but it's still a good.
Yeah.
It's a good bear.
That loaf of bread was 6'6" up in the air.
Yeah.
He grabbed it, no problem. He'll be back.
Oh, he'll be back. When they grab a fish, they go eat it, come right back. I don't know. God, it's the first night, first couple hours. I can see him. He's right out there. He's laying down, eating that fish.
He's a nice one. Got a nice coat.
Trade you.
Let's wait him out.
So this bear stayed in there for 20 minutes.
Wow.
He wandered from one end of the bait, he knocked over the bread, he knocked over this, and he kept eating, and he'd run off with a fish, and he'd come back like they always do. And Kevin is just shaking his head. Well, pretty soon, you know, all of a sudden, this bear, Kevin and I are still arguing, okay? This bear looks right up at us. Now he knows that we're arguing. It was as if he was going to say, well, somebody shoot me.
Oh,
But he
I don't think he was saying that.
Well, that's what it looked like, you know. You see him staring right at us. And all at once, after he got looking at us, he turned and he looked over to the left, and he took off running over to the right, the opposite direction he came in. And I said, Kevin, now maybe a big bear is coming in. And you know how that happens when a smaller one takes off. So about 3 minutes later, here come this other bear in. For whatever reason, once again, I had no idea that it was that big. So I sat there and I waited, and Kevin's doing the same old thing again. Rob, it's a big bear. I said, yeah. And you know, we always put something. Now this bear stayed about 10 minutes, and he's wandering around doing the same thing the first one did. We always put a loaf of bread or a coffee can full of lard or something at 7 feet up.
That's a test. So if they can reach that 7 feet up, we know they're a big bear.
Well, he had wandered over and did everything, and all at once he came walking right towards us for whatever reason. I don't know. He stopped.
Were you arguing?
No, I don't think so. It wasn't so obvious on this one. I was half thinking this has got to be a bigger bear, but again, difficult to tell. But all at once he came wandering. He got about 25 yards from the stand. I picked up the gun at that point and zoomed in my scope, and I said, boy, that's got a big head. Now again, I wasn't too certain about the body, but he turned around, and Kevin started all this on tape, and he started back to the bait, and lo and behold, there's that 7-foot coffee can full of lard. He stood up to the tree, and with one swat, boom, knocked it right out.
Didn't have to stretch,
Didn't stretch,
climb
didn't do anything. He
That's
just went
a big
whop.
bear.
You're right. Now I said, oh, and you'll hear, all of a sudden you hear the rifle go click. That's the safety going off. And just as soon as he hit the ground and leveled out, I pulled the trigger. And I made a great shot.
There he is. He's down. He's down. Jerry.
You convinced me when he went up there. That's at least 6-7 feet up to that bucket, isn't it?
Yes. That's why they put it up there.
I couldn't, when he walked here, he looked a little bigger when he came in closer. But when he stood up to that bucket, that was over our head, I know
Yes.
that.
Yep.
And he just knocked it over.
Mm-hmm.
Would you go 50 yards maybe?
Yes.
Yeah, there he is.
All right.
One down, it's 7:10. That's 7:30. We waited about 15-20 minutes. We know he's dead because we heard him anyway crash and everything, but we want to recover him before it gets dark. We figure we got about 35-40 minutes till dark, so. Here's a trail right here, Kevin. He's probably on this trail.
Yeah.
Bet $100 is where he went right here. Red wrappers all over in here.
I don't know.
He was right there, Kevin. Man alive, I think he's bigger than I thought he was. Oh yeah. Holy cow. Look at this bear. You better kick my butt if I didn't pull the trigger on this. This is not the same bear.
He's a dandy.
Isn't he? Holy cow. He's got a, what do you think, 300?
Yep.
Look at the head. Look at this head. Oh, Lord. Oh, Kevin, that's Boone and Crockett are darn close, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh, he's a beauty.
He's got 5-6 inch paws up front.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, big boar. Look at these paws. Look at that.
Put your hand over it. Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, right. Holy moly, Kev. Oh, boy. Look at that. Look at that head, Kev. Boy, oh, boy. His coat is perfect. Wonder what Mr. Parkey can do for me on this one. You think a full mount?
Yeah, you got to lift his head again.
Oh,
Come on.
Thank you. Good gosh. What do you, that's got to be at least 18, if not, probably more than that.
Yep.
That's got to be pushing 20.
Mm-hmm.
He is a dandy. Wow. Indeed, this bear was 400 pounds easily, and it was indeed 7 feet. It had 5-inch paws, so it was just a gorgeous bear. The hair on it was gorgeous. And so Cody's rug quickly became a full body mount with Bob Parkey. So
I don't know. I really missed the hunt.
Yeah.
But hearing you tell it, and I saw the pictures, you were so excited. It was
Oh,
like
yes.
you've waited a lifetime. This is your biggest bear, right?
yes, it is.
But,
Yep.
but granted, mine's still bigger than yours.
Yes, it was. But the head on this, I didn't get to that point. The head on this, we scored, and we had 3 taxidermists up there, and SCI score is over 20 inches. So,
Congratulations, Rob.
hey, it's time to do a check-in with Sue here, too.
Yeah.
Come on. He's a producer. Every day we're going to do this. Now, this is morning 2. Your report to Sue is what?
Sue, it was an excellent hunt last night. 2 people seen bears, Kevin and Rob. And Rob was debating on which one to shoot. He got the biggest one, and it's unbelievable. Wait until it's done. He really got a good job on that one.
While you're talking, you have anything to say to Sue since she couldn't be here, you know?
Yeah, Sue, this was supposed to be your bear, Sue. We it had your name on it, but
She'll be here next year, I promise you that. Wayne Allen, you got your bear on the 3rd night.
Yes.
Tell us what happened.
Got in the stand about 4:30 and got all set up and just watching the bait there. And about 8 o'clock, I heard some noise behind me, and it came in behind me, and I was a little like an Ameristep hut. And then it snorted or growled at me and took off, went around and went to the bait pile. And then I watched it for about 10-15 minutes, and then it came up and got a little side shot on it and shot at it and went down, and then got back up and then went right in these thick woods. And then
Yes, I was in on that the next morning. We found it right away, though, and then there's pretty good blood trail. So.
Yes, yep.
How many bears is that?
21st bear.
21st bear.
Yep, I've enjoyed every one of them too.
This has been a pretty good hunt. You know, there's been a lot of berries and everything, but and the hot 90-degree weather. But we've got a couple bears, and we've seen a few more, and got a couple nights left. So
Yes, we do. Yep. Hope the guys are able to get some tonight.
absolutely. Congratulations.
Thanks, Rob.
All right.
Well, it's our last night in camp. And yesterday I was in my t-shirt out here. It's 83 degrees. So it's a few bugs, but we have our thermocells going. It's beautiful out here. Now you can see I'm in full clothing. It's about 48 degrees. And it's finally bear hunting time. So hopefully tonight, our bait wasn't hit last night. The trail camera showed nothing, but that's a good thing because they got to come in tonight. The blueberries been in full blush up here, the raspberries, so we've been competing with Mother Nature and food source. So the gang at Hillsport Hilton has done everything. I've been bear hunting all over. That's a Class A operation.
This is it, last night.
The last night, the last hurrah.
How many times we pulled this off?
I don't know how many times we pulled off in the 9th inning. We hit a home run.
Many. Kimmy's bait was hit today.
Yeah, Kim's bait was hit, and he's about 3 miles north of us.
Yeah.
Actually, he's probably colder, 3 miles closer to the Arctic Circle. But tonight's the night.
It's only
I got the
4:30.
feeling. I got the feeling.
We got a good 4
I
hours.
got the
So.
feeling. 4 hours. Yeah. The best thing to do in a situation like this is just nap. Take turns watching the bait. Good night.
All right, sounds good. Must be I'm first watching. Gary Dorian, we've been here 5 days now. Got a couple nice bears, one real nice one and another good one. Weather's been really hot, 80s and 90s. Blueberries everywhere. We haven't been seeing as many bears as we normally would, have we?
No, we haven't. The berries have taken their toll on the bears. They were hitting real well, but the berries come on so strong this year that we're having a hard time to get the bears into the baits this year.
And the weather. I mean, good God, this isn't normal, is it?
No, it's not.
Can't be.
No.
We wanted to talk to you a little bit about your camp here. We were really impressed when we pulled in. You got some beautiful cabins, and why don't you talk about your facility and everything?
Well, we have 4 homes that are renovated completely with 4-piece baths. Very comfortable for our customers. We have a full-scale kitchen. We have a licensed bar. We have a nice sauna that the fellows can enjoy in the evening, and we have a lot of baits that we keep active. And other than that, I think that some of the customers that are here are really enjoying themselves.
Oh, absolutely,
Rob?
absolutely. We've got, 10 or 11 of us here, eh?
Yeah.
And one thing you forgot, cable TV. Cable TV in the bush. I mean, you come in and watch movies, right?
Yeah. We have the Star Choice, and everyone has their own remotes, and they get to watch a movie in the evenings and enjoy themselves.
Now, how many bear baits do you run normally?
I have approximately 50 baits I'm running this year.
You started running them way back in June, I believe, right?
First of June we got moving on them, and we've been having actually a good year for being hit. They've been all hit, and all of a sudden, bang, they stopped.
Well, I know we've seen a couple other ones, and the weather finally broke today. Now, it's only in the 50s right now. We're really hoping that tonight, maybe that's going to make a move before dark. I think that's what's happening. We'll go in and we rebait and check the baits every day, and it seems like every other day they're hitting them, but I think it's been after dark because it's been so doggone hot out, really.
Yeah, I hope they're going to be hit today. I want everyone to see bears, and we're just not getting to see them. And I want a few boys to go home happy, but it's not.
Well, I think everybody with me is going to go home happy because we're bear hunters. We typically know that, hey, you did your job. I know you did your job. If you can't make the weather at 80, 90 degrees, and the blueberries are all over the place, so and I know that's not normal. I mean, this is not a normal year for that to happen.
No,
so.
I just hope that everybody enjoyed themselves, Rob.
Oh, we certainly did. Your cooking isn't too bad. Maggie must have taught you, because I know typically you're not a good cook like she is.
No, Maggie can cook up a real storm, and I'm glad that she came and rescued me a few times.
Yes, she did, but we've had really good meals every night. That's part of the package, good food and drink. And well, Gary, I really appreciate all the accommodations, and you're a good guy, and I hope you invite us back, because we'd come back again.
I hope so. And
Maggie probably won't. Yeah, you got a list of everything I broke while I was here, though, right?
Well, yeah, but she's going to have to settle that with you. I'm happy with that.
All right, thanks very much. That's this week's show, everyone. We had a wonderful hunt at Hillsport Hilton in Ontario. And Sue, although you didn't get a chance to go, next year you'll be there.
I'll be there. You count on it.
Oh, I will. And probably your snitch Wayne Allen, too.
Can't wait to go with Wayne and Kevin and Kim.
Yeah. So until next week, I'm Rob Trott.
And I'm Susie Cheryl Trott. And I'll tell you God bless and take care, but Rob will tell you,
get outside. There's no better place to be.